Hi, this is Tita and today I'll show you how I made that green jumpsuit you just saw. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of components, so it's gonna be a long video. Get comfy, grab a cup of coffee or tea, and stay till the end if you have the time. First up, let me show you the fabric. I'm not sure specifically what kind of linen this is, but it is linen. Just so you get a feel of the texture and the thickness. As with most projects, I'm gonna tackle the darts first. There are a lot of pieces to go through, the tops and the bottoms, so I'll just go through them one by one. Just gonna grab the closest green color thread. And now we're ready to start sewing. You're probably curious about this part, but this is so important so that the stitches don't unravel. Sometimes you just don't have the energy to grab the flat iron, so just, I guess, finger pressing or use an object to, to press flat the seams. So we've got the darts sorted out, now we go to the pockets. If you've seen my earlier videos, I didn't know how to put pockets on shorts or trousers yet, but after I've learned how to, you really can't go back. You're gonna want to put pockets in most of your projects. If you're new to sewing, I do encourage you to take the time and learn specific skills, and you'll be surprised how you'll have progressed in your sewing journey. So the deal with pockets is that you've taken out the hip part and you're just gonna add that component back and attach it to the inner pocket, if that makes sense. And here we just sew these parts together. Careful not to catch the other layers underneath. To serge those edges. Someone made a boo-boo. If you've seen earlier, I was struggling a bit because that's a very tight curve. I'm not sure if it's just me that I just haven't learned that skill, or is this a limitation of sergers, so I don't know. But if you do, let me know in the comments. A good second attempt. That's looking way better than the first one. But wait, what is this? Something got caught. So yeah, it's not perfect, but it'll be hidden. That's fine. Let's leave it like that. Now I'm just hand basting some stay stitches to keep the pockets from moving around or coming apart from its base. panels for our bottoms are set. And now we're gonna deal with the other components. These are the sleeves. I'm just gonna snip here. And because I'll be opening the seams later, I am gonna serge these parts. The same goes for the back panels. And this one is the placket for the front opening. I was having some tech difficulties, so let's move on. Now let's look at the collar. I'm just gonna stitch up the sides. Snipping off the edge here so that when we flip that inside out, I can push out the corners. And now I think I'm ready to attach the back panels. And I'm leaving an opening for the telescopic stand. So I'm just gonna flatten my seams, and let me just go ahead and place markers here, and I'm gonna sew a rectangle through that, so around the hole, just to secure it. Here I'm just gonna get a needle, take that loose thread and send that inwards, and just hide it from inside, just to clean things off. On most days I couldn't be bothered. I'm not sure why I did this, but I did, so thank you, past me. And now I'm going to add the provision for the elastic. And methods out there, so I'm not saying this one is the cleanest and the only way. That's just how it turned out, but I'm gonna put a link down in the description for my favorite YouTube sewing channel, Thuy fan, and the way she approached attaching an elastic to a an elastic waist dress. Now with the back done, we're gonna do the same for the left and right front panels, so that the elastic goes all around the waist. So basically that little strip of fabric will encase the elastic. It's just trial and error at this point how long the elastic should be. but of course it should be shorter than the actual length of the fabric. There's going to be a bit of a resistance, so you are gonna set the fabric, position it well while pulling the elastic and running the machine. It's tricky, but it's doable. I think that looks pretty good. For the front panels, I decided to attach the top and bottom first before even putting in the elastic. Front left and right with the top and bottoms attached. Moving on to the back part. I'm just going to sew from here to here. Ready to attach the front and bottom. parts done. So let's deal with the sleeves and the other components. So on this part, I used a water-soluble double-sided tape. I'm loving this product. It has helped me a lot on some of these small pieces. So this is like the normal pattern for sleeves, but it's divided and not equally in half. So the part with the top stitching will go on the back. I think you've seen this with most ready-to-wear jackets, so that's what I'm trying to achieve here. I'm just adding the top stitch. For the cuffs. I don't know what I'm doing, it's just how in my mind I wanted it to look. I just tried to reverse engineer it, I think. I didn't do a lot of research on this, but you know, practically that's how I wanted it to look. I just try to execute that. To the placket. I'm just attaching that on the side. This pattern is like designed for the zipper fly. I wanted to use a zipper on this one, but I just didn't have I had the right length of zipper, but it turned out that the zipper teeth were just too wide and it would look like comical for the doll, so I just had to go for buttons this time. think that looks pretty okay. This is the first time I've tried this kind of project. I'm pretty happy with that. And now I'm trying to align them and just close up the front crotch here. The shoulders closed. I'm just gonna go ahead and serge those. The collar. Again, it's important to always mark the center points. We're just gonna align that and sew from end to end. And that's a lot of pins, but absolutely necessary. To the finish line. Now I'm attaching the sleeves. Just gonna go on and tackle the other side. And here I am adding a top stitch. for real, we're getting closer to the finish line. I'm just gonna stitch from the wrist up to the pits and then down to the side and down to the hem of the trousers, the bottoms. Sides and all around, and we should be done. This was a very tricky project. It took me on and off about 3 to 4 days to work on it. I mean, I had other things to do. If I did it in one go, it would have probably taken, I don't know, a weekend or 2 days. I didn't add in some front pockets, like shirt pockets. I just didn't want to ruin the project. But if I say so myself, I think, yeah, it looks pretty decent. I mean, it's not perfect, but it'll do. So I think I'll pause here and please enjoy Akahana at ThoyCon 2022. And you've made it to the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Tita Koala. I'm right around the corner. Bye for now. Pas de soleil,